Today's video covers syncing the throttle bodies on the R1150RT BMW. Okay, let's get started. First thing we do is we connect the twin max to the bike. We just pull these little caps down here on each side and plug up the hose like that. And onto the other side, same thing, just pull the cap off and connect the tube. Okay, we've now connected the twin max up to the bike. We turn it on and we've got to zero the tool and turn the sensitivity right to max. And again, zero the tool. Okay, now we turn the bike on. Sensitivity until it stops jumping around. And as it turns out, at idle. As it turns out, it's idling on near zero, so now we do is turn the sensitivity down a bit to stop the needle moving around so we can see what it's going to look like. We now rev the bike up to 4,000 revs to see if it's going to sit on zero as well. If it does, it means the throttle bodies are balanced and we don't need to do anything else. The throttle bodies are in sync and we don't need to do anything. Okay, if the bike wasn't in sync, we'll have to do a couple of things. Big brass screw here. We need to turn both on each side all the way and reseat them. So you need to turn them clockwise until they seat, and then each one you need to turn back 1.5 turns as a starting point. Then you use your Trimax again, your twin max again, and balance to see if at idle if that is sitting on zero in the twin max. If the bike isn't zeroed at 3,000 and 4,000 revs, you need to adjust these cables here. The base setting for these cables should be about 1/2 centimetre play in the cable down here, so they're nice and loose. And then if you need to adjust this cable, you need a 10mm spanner just onto here to loosen this nut, and then you'll be able to turn this a couple of turns. So you just loosen this off a couple of turns as a starting point. You start the bike up again, and then you use this little top screw here and turn that until the bike is zeroed at 3,000 to 4,000 revs. When you've got that set, again you tighten up this lock nut here, 10mm spanner, and you're set for the 3,000 to 4,000 revs. Okay, once you've adjusted the zeroing at 3,000 to 4,000 revs, the next step is to zero it back again at idle. So these are your air idle screws. If the right hand side is out, you use the right hand screw and you turn it anti-clockwise to try and balance back to zero. If you can't get back to zero too easily with just that screw, then on the other side you use the same equivalent screw and you turn it clockwise. You always turn in towards the bike until you get zeroed. Okay, now once you've zeroed both the 3,000 to 4,000 rev range and idle, the throttle bodies are in sync. The last thing you need to do is remove these tubes from the twin max and just reinsert the little rubber caps, and the job's done.